A Negro will never change. You get what I'm saying? A Negro is stuck in this system. You cannot tell a Negro that this country don't love him or her. You can't tell a Negro that them 8 years that they spent at Howard University don't mean shit. You can't tell a Negro that. You can't tell a Negro don't go join the army, nigga. They gonna fight for their country and die for their country. That's what Negroes do. And you definitely can't talk bad about white people in front of Negroes. They will fuck you up about them white people. You can't talk bad about no white people in front of no Negroes. No, you can't. Or them niggas, they gonna go harder than the white people about them white people. I don't want to hear that pro-black shit. All white people ain't racist. See what I'm saying? You living way in the past. That's how Negroes think. That's a Negro for you. You can't do no meditating around no Negro. Negroes don't meditate. No, they don't. Negroes pray. See what I'm saying? Negroes don't meditate. Negroes pray for change. They've been praying for 550 years. Ain't no change came, but you can't tell a Negro that. Jesus is coming. They just have to pray a little harder. They just have to donate a little more tithes to the collection plate at church. And Jesus will come. Get what I'm saying? Negroes. You know what I'm saying? So, today's lesson, let's put it up on the board real quick. Because today's lesson is not about Negroes. They just popped up. So, you will never find what you seek. You have to become what you seek in order to attract it to you. And that's one of my quotes. It's in a book I got coming out too. But let's talk about it. It's a good lesson today. You know? Because I was talking to one of the guys. And he was asking me about how can he attract a good goddess, and you know, how can he become more successful when he wants to make more money and shit like that. And let's get that down. And you know, I was telling the young guy, I was like, hey, you know, one thing that you have to understand is that we've been lied to on every level. We really believe that we have no effect on our environment. Because remember, they trained us to be Negroes, to have a Negro mindset. And if you don't have a Negro mindset, at best you have a nigga mindset, which is a low vibrating god or goddess. A nigga is just a god or a goddess who doesn't recognize his or her full potential yet. Every day we wake up and we say shit like this out of our mouth. I'm chasing my dreams. I know it's gonna happen one day. Or we have dreams we want to go after, and or things we want to do. Things that our soul is telling us to do. Remember, you have a soul contract. We all came here for a reason. So your soul reminds you of why you came here. Whatever make you happy, that's what you're supposed to be doing. It ain't about making money. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, the money that we see is man-made. We always had currency, a form of exchanging energy, but it wasn't necessarily like money. You get what I'm saying? But we live now in a world that has been created and built around a piece of paper they call a dollar. So it puts you in the mindset where you're like, hey, well, if I don't make these dollars, that's not success, or I can't do what I'm trying to do. So you get a lot of people that's trying to attract money to them. All right. And I get it. I understand why, because this is the matrix that we live in. So you can't act like it's not here. You know, you don't change this matrix by acting like it's not here. You can't act like the rules of this matrix don't exist. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you break it. You know what I'm saying? You have to acknowledge the rules. You have to acknowledge the matrix. All right. But before you can acknowledge the matrix, you must first acknowledge you. You must first acknowledge the self.